Greetings everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I would like to start this off by telling you all that the world around us is collapsing. Everything you know to be true is a lie. The cities you live in, the world you see around you is nothing more than an illusion. We have to wake up. We have to see the world for what it is, but nothing more than a cesspool of disease, of crime, and of fiction. Every day people go missing without a trace. Every day the world around us seems to crumble away and destroy itself. The ideas of racial barriers is nothing more than a tool to help segregate the population, to keep them in control. Now, who is them, you may ask? The same people who want to divide people on religious beliefs, sexual identification, racial identities, professional careers, everything. They want to create so many barriers among so many people that they can have complete control. But once those barriers are destroyed, once those barriers are taken down, they are afraid. They are afraid of us. It's 99-1, alright? And even then, the 1 is a lot smaller than 1%. There's a shadow group called the Mephitis Society within the United States government, within every Western government on the planet, that wants nothing more than absolute chaos and madness, to deter those from looking into their activities, to deter others from seeing what's really going on behind the curtain. We have to wake up, people. This is a society that is yearning to be free. This is a society that God Himself has created, depending on what religious views you have. Who honestly knows? But this is not the world that we are living for and fighting for. Generations before who've laid down their lives for the society that we live in would be spinning in their graves as they seen what was happening. People who died for what they believed in would turn around and contemplate why they even decided to give their life for this. People have spilt their blood defending the rights of us, and we want the government to take them away? How could this be? This is a disgusting betrayal of society. The Mephitis Society is nothing more than a group of sex traffickers. They are trafficking men, women, and children to sacrifice, to uphold technologies. There are people right now watching this video who are complaining about their financial well-being because they live outside of their means. There are people out there in the world that do not care about the lives of women and children that go missing. There are people who do not care about the missing women from the Highway of Tears, or the child pedophilia sex rings in Eastern Europe, crafted by the Clinton Foundation and Western governments to appease those in the East. This is a society we live in. They are okay with this, but I know I'm not, and I know you're not too. We have to work together, people. We have to look through the bindings of society. This is a crumbling model. We need to work together. Everything about this world is a lie. They want to hold you back. They want to dumb you down. There's a reason why there's a liquor store on every street corner in the poor neighborhoods. You know, it's actually quite funny because people have been attacking me. Death threats. I've been getting people calling me out saying, why do you care about this? Why do you care about these people? Why do you care about trash people? By trash people, I mean people that are seen as garbage. Why do you care so much about this? Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. Alright? I care. Because every life is unique. Every life has something to offer and something to give to society. Alright? People are complaining about the stuff that I do, the stuff that I'm preaching, because the world around us is a facade. They don't care. These are the same people that donate like one canned item to the food bank and they're like, well, I did my part. It's a facade. People do not care about other people. Okay? And I'm seeing all this stuff and I'm being mentioned in all this stuff about my race, about my identity, and I have to say that this is a facade. This is absurd. I am no way any of the identities or races they have mentioned. I cannot understand the world we live in today because it is just completely chaotic. People need to wake up and realize that they are not a part of a special group, that they are all equal no matter what decisions they make, no matter what happens to them, that we are all equal. The second you put up barriers is the second you realize something, that you're trying to make yourself better than others, and you're just falling into their trap. I am sick and tired of it. How many children have to go missing out of thin air? How many women have to vanish without a trace, leaving behind their families? How many men have to disappear in the middle of the night? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. The Mephitis Society is nothing more than the most disgusting organization on this planet. It is a horrifying issue that we are facing. I don't even know what to tell you. It is disgusting. And these people are the same people that want to tell you that it's okay for socialism to come in. Well, let me tell you something about socialism, alright? Let me tell you. Socialism is a facade, alright? You can look at it any other way you want, but it's a facade. Everything you see about you, all this stuff about socialism's great, yeah, it's great if you want to have mass exterminations. How many people have died at the hands of socialism? How many people have died at the hands of communism or fascism? Alright? These are ideologies to separate and divide, because those in the shadows want to control everything. Alright? They want to control everything. They want you to be separate from everybody else, because the second they realize, hey, you're with these people, and you start to outnumber them, then they're going to have a revolution on their hands. And that's not what they want. Alright? I'm seeing a lot of garbage people who are nothing more than puppets for the Mephitis Society, who are trying to divide people on race and religion. And it's just disgusting. This world has gone to shit, and I am not going to have it anymore. Alright? This whole world is inept. Alright? The few people that watch these videos, alright, that watch these videos, that are subscribed, that actually comment. I have people in the comments saying, this sounds crazy, but it makes sense to me. It sounds crazy, but I could see it happening. There's a group of people sacrificing those that they deem to be subhuman, that they deem to be below that of normal human standards. They're taking these people and sacrificing them for their satanic rituals so they can get something in return. So they can get, the way I'm going to put it is this: they sacrifice people. It's like a kid at a birthday party. You go to a birthday party, you bring a gift, you get a surprise bag or a goodie bag in return. That's what it is. That's all they're getting in return. Just little trinkets and bobbits. From who? From those not of this world. But you know what? Who cares about the people they give to these beings, right? Who cares? Until it's you. Until you realize that it's your child, or your wife, or your husband, or a family member, or your best friend, or your next door neighbor, then it's personal. Then these people are like, well, it could never happen here, it'll never happen to me. How could this be happening to me? I live in a safe neighborhood. You're never safe. No one is ever safe. And once you put that behind you, and once you realize that you do not matter, the world you surround yourself, you don't matter. They put people on the internet to be quote-unquote influencers, to influence you into buying products. That's basically the shepherd herding the sheep to the field. That's it. Nobody cares about you. You do not matter. No amount of money, no amount of prestige, no amount of connections, nobody will care about you. You only care about yourselves. And once you realize this, once you realize that your life has absolutely no meaning, then you'll realize something. When you're in that crate or you're in the back of that truck with your hands bound, your mouth gagged, and your eyes blindfolded with duct tape, and you're driving, and they're driving you to the middle of nowhere, and they're hitting every bump just to irritate you, to instill fear into you, then you'll realize that your life has no meaning. Nothing you have will ever compare to the life you have. Your life is unique, and what you carry around you, your internal organs, your DNA, that is more unique than all the riches in the world. It's absurd, I know. It sounds absurd until you lose somebody close to you this way, and then you realize something, that it's all a facade. Big smiles, big smiles, big smiles. This is your life. You're following the leader up until when they stop at the cliff and they throw you down it. And then what do you see when you're on the bottom? Broken neck, drowning in your own bodily fluids. They're looking at you and laughing at you and calling you an idiot. That's the life you lead today. And that's your legacy. A useful idiot. People need to understand that everything that I'm telling you is the truth. I have seen it far too many times. They are calling me mentally ill. They're calling me crazy. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Alright? They called everybody crazy who blew the whistle on the United States government for infecting African Americans with malaria and sterilizing Native American women on reserves. All those people, they called crazy. Why would the government do that? Why would the Canadian government throw a bunch of Indians into residential schools where they'd be sexually molested and pretty much pushed to the brink of suicide? That's crazy. Or when the British decided to go into India and just totally destroy it? That's crazy. The British would never do that. Same with the Germans in the Holocaust. Everybody thought it was insane and absurd that the Germans, who preached nothing but hate for 12 years, would actually act out on it. That's just crazy. But let me tell you guys something, alright? Those that were trying to warn the world are always trying to be silenced by this group. They changed their name, they change their appearance, but they all have one thing in common. They want to use you for what makes you unique for their own beneficial good. Call me crazy, call me whatever you want, I honestly don't care. Because when I go to bed at night, I go to bed knowing that I've done no wrong. My conscience is clean. There is no blood on these hands. It's what you guys take with it. If you guys take these videos and you understand and you wake up and you realize that, hey, we screwed up, let's look into this, then you've already done your part. I can't tell you enough about the things that I've seen and the things I was told to cover up. It's absurd, I know, but it's life. I'm gonna go now, you guys, because I can't figure out for the life of me why I'm wasting my time doing this.